Hello everybody and welcome back to Pikmin 2. I'm sure that fans of the channel here were probably waiting for me to play a Pikmin game since it's been nothing but Silksong lately. And don't get me wrong, Silksong is a great game. However, it's not a Pikmin game and it's been a little while, so let's jump in here. This is Pikmin 2 Caveless Edition. This is the next mod we're going to be playing here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and create a save file. Sure, why not? Makes sense. We do need one of those. There is a version of this game available that includes purple Pikmin. However, the author recommends not using purple Pikmin. So we're going to go ahead and be respectful to the author and do that. I do have cutscenes enabled. I think you can skip them though, as it would seem. So probably can't skip this though, can you? That doesn't seem like it. Yeah, Pikmin 2 Caveless Edition is a game I've been looking forward to playing for a very long time. It has been, wow, you can already see some stuff around here. I have been, I wanted to play it before Pikmin Squared got released, but then Pikmin Squared got released, and that became the mandatory next project. There are a couple other, like, larger Pikmin ROM hacks as well that I'm looking into, but I figure for now, since the last one we did was a pretty large-scale project, we should jump into something a little bit simpler. We have a snowy dwarf Bulborb here, which is interesting. I think it's normally a red Bulborb, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, let's, oh, we get 10. That's interesting. So this is going to be a different kind of experience. I just don't know to what degree. Yeah. Bam. Alright, well that is taken care of. Does this require 15 or? Yeah, it is 15. Alright. Now we just wait for the cutscene here. And we can switch over to Louie. And we'll go ahead and skip that cutscene there. Alright, so again, I don't really know what this entails. I assume day one is going to be pretty straightforward, pretty out of the books kind of stuff, as you don't enter any caves on day one anyways. I don't know if the treasures are randomized though. I mean, I see the rubber ugly over there, which is it's weird that I can't skip this cutscene of all things, but it's a shame. This one's kind of a lengthy one. And we've got more pellet posies here as well, which is different. Okay, we can't skip this one, though. We don't have to watch Louie run around like an idiot. Alright, so maybe it does this because this is a heavier treasure here. That's my guess. Oh, but I can't skip this one. I see, it's weird how some cutscenes get prioritized, others don't. There is a version of this as well, the setting that you can activate to skip all cutscenes, including treasure cutscenes, I suppose, but we're not going to do that here. We're going to play this pretty casually. I am a pretty casual Pikmin player. That being said, I love the franchise enough to be playing and installing Pikmin mods, so take that as you will. I'm a casual player, but I guess I'm not that casual about it, you know? Ahead and this here. Alright, so yeah, day one, pretty straightforward. I'm looking forward to playing this. Is that the yellow onion? Okay. That's peculiar. I wasn't expecting that. Was not on my bingo card today, not gonna lie. Is the blue onion here too? I have the pause menu. Yeah, yellow onion. And treasures are marked on my map. Don't know what red treasures are. Don't know what that means. They seem to be in locations that the dungeons are in, though. Maybe those are upgrade treasures? They must be. That's the only thing I can think of. Interesting. Alright, so we've got this here. What's over there then? That's the crown. So yeah, so I don't know if treasures are like randomized to some degree or what. But the treasures have definitely moved around for some reason. I don't know how long this mod is gonna take us either. Like, to be quite honest with you, I expect this to be faster since we're not entering a dungeon or entering dungeons. So I'm low-key expecting a bit of a shorter gameplay experience. However, I don't know that for sure, I guess. So there's that going on as well. We will go ahead and we will take this corpse before we carry the duck back because, I mean, I want more Pikmin. No reason not to grow the Pikmin, right? So we'll go ahead and we'll do that. Try to optimize our time a little bit since we can actually do both at the same time. That's typically not the case in Pikmin 2. For anyone who's unaware, you typically need to grab this corpse in order to carry the treasure back. This time around does not seem to be the case, so that's cool. Don't know what other kind of quality of life changes there are. Obviously, we have treasures marked on our map from the get-go. Doesn't look like there's anything new in the upgrades tab either, so that is interesting. Very interesting. Important things to note. Go ahead and stop that there. Make sure that we get the pluck off on these guys. Alright. So yeah, I guess purple Pikmin being turned off, they have to give us a different Pikmin type on day 2. And it would make much less sense to give us blue Pikmin than it would to give us yellow Pikmin. So I guess that's why the yellow onion is here. If I had to guess, and I do have to guess, I would imagine white Pikmin are in the game. I just don't know to what extent that's going to be the case. So day 1 actually went pretty quick because of the ability to skip most of the cutscenes. I'm pretty sure that was added. Someone can correct me in the comments, and people love doing that anyways. Tell me, can you normally skip those cutscenes on day 1? I don't think you can, but I have been wrong before. My memory does not always serve me well, no matter how many times I've played through the game. Alright. Back to the Valley of Repose, I guess. We'll go ahead and we'll do day 2 here as well, since day 1 was so short. And we'll probably call that the first episode, to be honest. Okay, there's an electric gate there that wasn't there before. I assume it wasn't there. Oh, there's also a bridge here. That's really weird. I assume that wasn't there before because you could kill Pikmin on it. Very interesting. Good morning, workers. Why am I reading this? I think I missed my window to skip it. Yeah, I can skip this, though. Alright, well. There's that. They're gonna always do that until I build this bridge, so. We'll do that. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're just, for the time being at least, we're just playing Pikmin 2. I have to get used to counting again, it looks like. Yeah, the yellow Pikmin are just chilling over there, so that's good. Are there any, there are posies over here. Too many posies, actually. And none over there. Okay. 35 is all that's required to get through the bag. That's nice, I guess. No big Bulborb there, actually, either. I guess that's worth mentioning, too. Is that without the big Bulborb, things will be a little different. So this is going to be very Pikmin 1-esque, I take it. So there's going to be an electric gate here, and then there's probably still going to be that normal gate there, which means you actually have 2 methods of forward progression. And that's very Pikmin 1 style, and I actually really like that. That's really neat. I definitely get behind that. For sure. Okay, nice. They all came back to me, which is what I wanted. I did not want them to go and try to either break the gate or break the kill the flower. I'd like to build up our squad here. So another thing that I'm curious about is how on God's earth are bosses going to be handled? Because I know for a fact they're not going to be handled in caves like they normally are, so I'm curious to know how that's going to work. Or if they're just completely omitted from the game. I guess that's possible as well. There is a treasure located there now. Maybe I need white Pikmin to get it? I'll leave Louie here for a second. I'm gonna investigate that. Make sure there isn't an enemy that spawns there. Alright. I think we're making decent time so far, but... Oh, there's the Bulborb. It's gonna be over there now. We've got yellow Pikmin joining the ranks. This is everything I've ever dreamed of, and then some. I missed. I still missed. Can you not do this? I thought you could, if you got point blank, you could hit the flower. I guess not. I guess not, huh? Yeah, we probably want to kill the Bulborb before anything else. Hopefully he's not too crazy strong here. Alright, nice. He wasn't too crazy strong here. That's what you like to see. And there is the Atlas there as well, which is always a pleasure. Oops, not what I wanted. I will just do a red Pikmin. Oh, threw you a little too far. I am a bit rusty at this game, to be honest with you. Last time I played a Pikmin ROM hack, though, I had a controller with a bad dead zone or some problem. I don't remember exactly what it was, but there was an issue. And I'm glad that I don't have to deal with that again. Go ahead and we'll feed this to the yellow Pikmin. I don't know to what extent each of the Pikmin types is going to be super useful in. But, better safe than sorry, I think. This is still pretty heavy, right? Yeah, it's 30. 30 is quite an expensive number, especially when you don't have purple Pikmin. So that's another thing to think about now. Treasures are going to be, you know, very heavy. We can only have 100 Pikmin out on the field. This is basically a third of our army right there is required to carry this thing back. And this thing we all know is going to be quite heavy as well. There's a fire gate over here. That's interesting. I like seeing people use the fire gates more often now because it to be quite honest with you, it's just a neat way of doing it. Making red Pikmin a little bit more useful, ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Let's take a look at this. Is this just a buried treasure, you think? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Okay. Nothing spawns here, so... Unless it's something that is required for Pikmin to spawn. I don't know how that works. If that's, you know... Obviously there are triggers in the game to spawn things, like from the sky and whatnot. Is that, that's not limited to the dungeons specifically, though, right? Like, it shouldn't be, at least. Oh. Yeah, we'll let these guys butt up a little bit here. Well, I don't have that kind of time, so... Oh, there are eggs up there, though, so that's a potential avenue. Wish you could skip this cutscene if you wanted. This is Peach's crown. It is called the Unspeakable Wonder. I had forgotten that. Sometimes I like to make a game out of how many of the treasure names can I actually remember. I know you can do it online. There's a little game thing you can set up to do that. However, I've tried it before, and it's actually very challenging, to be honest with you. Alright, so we can bring back that. Is that the Pluckaphone? Just like straight up the Pluckaphone right there? Yeah, it is. Ow, I forgot I don't have anything to do that with. Alright, so this cannot weigh as much as it does in Pikmin 2, so how much is it? 40. I actually would have been okay with it costing 100 for this right here. Basically saying, hey, make sure that you grow some Pikmin, you dum-dum. Would have been cool with that. So, this is actually really cool so far, by the way. I already feel myself like having to route the game in ways that you normally wouldn't. Like that water is gone, you can get up the top there. Overall, pretty cool stuff. Alright. And the bridge is on this side, so we could even continue exploring this, to be honest with you. Let's see. Requires only 15. Got plenty of time, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. There's a gold coin there in the water, which is interesting. I don't think... Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get 40 Pikmin here. Yes, I know how the cutscene works. I know how the game works. However... Oh, we'll get pretty damn close, actually. 36? Yeah. I can take some of the red... Oh, 37. Could potentially take some of the red Pikmin to get this back. Right now. Again, these are very expensive treasures here. Okay, we grabbed way more than the 3 Pikmin that we needed to grab. That is perfectly fine, because you know what? Let's grab some yellow Pikmin, actually. That way we have more even numbers here. In case we come across another electric gate up the road, which is definitely possible. There is an electric gate up the road. Alright, well, it's really interesting that the Pluckaphone is right here. The professional noisemaker has been acquired very, very early on in our adventure, and that's 10% of our debt. Wow, on day 1. Is that normal? That might be normal, actually. I don't know the cost of the treasures in the Emergence Cave. That's something I probably should know, but simply do not. See if I can remember how to play the game for a second here. There we go. So here I expect enemies to be a little bit tougher in this area. Okay. To be honest, I don't know as if we even really need to kill too many enemies here. I don't plan on going all the way to the back where the Unspeakable Wonder normally is. I just plan on doing this here today. What is over here, though? We have... Oh, that's a very good treasure to have, though. It is actually just the move speed boots. So yeah, again, I don't know if anything is like randomized here, because the starting treasure not being the battery is really odd. But obviously this has to be here so that we can go to the second level. Sphere chart, okay. I'm curious to know how exactly they managed to fit. That's 20% of the debt. I know that that's not normal to have on day 1. But Unspeakable Wonder's a pretty expensive treasure, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so there are other treasures in the area, but I don't know how likely it is that we will be collecting any of them. I mean, we'll continue looking around here. We still have some time left in the day. So episode 1 here is going to be a bit of a longer one compared to likely the rest of the series. because we won't be in any dungeons, and so we'll just be doing it day by day. And you know what? This is a great breath of fresh air as well, because we just did Pikmin Squared, which is a Pikmin 1 styled ROM hack, and then this is Pikmin 2 if it were Pikmin 1 styled, so I'm actually really digging the concept here. Is this still gonna be the bear? No, it's a cherry now. Well, this is gonna be a very easy treasure to get. Because... well, I mean, it's gonna carry a lot faster, is the big thing. That would be the big thing. So obviously, we shouldn't come back here until we have blue Pikmin, so that we can explore everything. Will there be blue Pikmin in the second level? I kinda doubt it, actually, to be honest with you. Ooh, we hit him. Nice. Yeah, let's go ahead and build this bridge. Yeah, you wouldn't kill that guy, I know you too well. And we got the Cupid's Grenade. I do know this treasure name. I know it very well. It's in pretty much every Pikmin game beyond this. Very difficult to escape the Cupid's Grenade. Has a really big blast radius. Alright, what treasure is this? Oh, this is the fist. I put a lot of effort and time into getting the stupid fist. This treasure will basically have no purpose as an upgrade. And the reason for that is because it's simply, we don't have time to go around and punch things to death on average. No cutscene for leveling up the Pikmin, which I'm not opposed to. Is that a white pellet? I didn't notice that at first, but is what it appears to be. Let's see how far we can move this thing. I assume this is gonna, you know, follow Pikmin 1 rules, and we're going to save its position. Interesting to put a normal Bulborb there. How are we doing on this front? I think they're gonna make it back. Really hope so. I don't think this guy makes it back, though. So we'll go ahead and we'll take care of that. Ah, that's an issue, isn't it? Well, we lost a couple yellow Pikmin today. Nothing out of the ordinary. We did get this this fist back, though, which is cool. I hope that when we hit 100% of the debt, it doesn't pull us out of the game. Because if this is trying to emulate, you know, going for time scores in Pikmin 1, then you're really not going to want that to happen. And it would... I mean, you definitely can. You can argue maybe there's more strategy at play there, but... I really don't want to count Pokos and determine what treasures to bring home. Did we lose the yellow Pikmin here? We did. Yeah. We sure did. So I think we lost 5, maybe 6 Pikmin. Not a big deal, but we did lose them. They are dead. Don't get it twisted. They're kind of screwed. All right, we earned 2,300 Pokos on day 2. That's pretty nuts, actually. Okay, so we now have 62 and 35. We now have less than 100 Pikmin, actually, but... Details! Details! Baby steps, as the president would say. And now we have access to the Awakening Wood. So, I mean, who's the real winner here? Not those Pikmin that died, that's for damn sure. Awakening Wood. Yeah, so we could go back here to get the speed boots. Or the rush boots, rather. But we're not gonna do that, of course. Because we're gonna go to the Awakening Wood in the next episode. See you then.
Before it's actually very challenging to be honest with you. Alright, so